Welcome to Diversity Dish, where we're dishing on everything diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice related. My name is Sedruola Maruska, and we're bridging the gap between what needs to be said and what needs to be heard. Those individual experiences that are often ignored or simply dismissed. Sometimes I'm dining alone, sometimes I'm dining with friends, and sometimes I'm dining a la carte. No matter how I'm dining, it promises to be delicious. Let's dig in. Hey, how would it feel to use your talents in the cause of social justice? It's no secret that Black, Indigenous, queer, people of color, or those who are part of any marginalized group don't get a fair shake, experience systemic racism, and must work harder for the same rights and privileges that white people receive just by virtue of their race. We also know it doesn't have to be that way, and sometimes that can get overwhelming. Where do we start to make a real difference? What we know we need are upstanders and advocates, people ready to stand up, take action, and spend their privilege to help others. If that's you, I want to invite you on a discovery date with me. Discovery Date is a full day immersion in your passions, talents, and desires to help you create a blueprint of powerful, focused action where you'll make the most impact. On your date, we'll discover your strengths, we'll find your lane, and we'll begin your journey. It's just that simple. Discovery Dates with Sedie. If you want to know more, just go to sedruolamaruska.com/discovery-dates. Hey, what are you waiting for? Come on over. I'm waiting for you. Kyndra Crump is a beautiful, go-getter type of woman that goes after what she wants. She realized a while back that no matter what, you gotta go for your dreams because you have the rest of your life to go after your vices, but only one shot to go after your dreams. She's finally making it in life, and she is a child of God.
All right, Kyndra, you've been having me laugh already, but thank you so much for being here on Diversity Dish.
Thank you
such
so
a
much
pleasure.
for having me, Queen. That's what we're going to call you. I'm going to call you that all throughout the show. Your name is Queen now, honey. But thank you so much for not thinking I was a bot. Thank you for believing in me, because it's a lot of L7 ass people, okay? That means you lame. It's a lot of L7 ass people out there who don't want to give me a chance. I actually had a podcast group. They said, we checked you out and we like comedy, but this is focused on mental health and relationships. Sorry, try back again. And I'm like, as if I haven't been in a relationship or mentally ill at some point. Sometimes when I be talking to y'all might think something's wrong with that girl. She's off. Anyway, listen. You think Mike Epps is always smiling and laughing? No, he deals with mental health and relationships and everything else. It's called being an adult. So why are you so quick to write me off?
Right, okay? Exactly.
People be blocking their own blessings, honey. Guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna wait with little Kim, aka Sue Wan. She look different now. Little Kim. Little Kim. She looks like she could look like Saul if she painted her face red. I'm just saying. But anyway, I love Lil' Kim. She's my hero. Shout out to Kimberly Jones. I love you, sis. Back to what I was saying. But my thing is, they're gonna wait till I start partying with the stars like Little Kim or Mariah Carey. Then they're gonna try to hit me back up. And guess what? I'm gonna charge y'all $500. I tried to come to y'all when I was free. Okay, that's only fair. Even swamp ain't no swindle, honey.
Look, that's why I picked you up right away, because I did the same thing. If you're gonna have a guest on, you want to know a little bit about them so that you can know kind of where the conversation is going to go or how it's going to go or how you can kind of gear the conversation. And I did look at your stuff and I said, you know what, I need this because this is different, and she will go where she's going to go. We're just going to kind of follow her because she's just going to make us laugh. So this is going to be a fun conversation, and I'm really excited to have you on. So before we get into all that conversation, I want you to tell me, What is it that you're passionate about right now?
I'm passionate about, number one, not having the wrong, knob in my mouth. Okay. I'm very passionate about that because it's a lot of STD ass niggas out here. Okay. I'm tired of it. But no, I'm passionate about, my career, me actually being somebody, like me working at the airport. I see these people, with the fake Louis bags, Balenciaga shoes, Jordans that are just still peeling off. Jordan look like Magic Johnson's son, just that fake stuff. Okay. I see all that. I see all that, type of stuff. And I'm like, I want to start catching flights. And I'm passionate, like I gotta go after my dreams. This is writing. I have like plan. I always tell people you need to have a plan B, C, and D. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all my plans. My number one is to be on the television and radio. Okay, that's plan A. Plan B, if that don't work, I can be a writer. If me being an author does not work, I could be a child psychologist, get my degree, open up my own center. If that don't work, then honey, I'm gonna be on somebody's corner. Okay, I'm gonna be a pimp and pimpette. And probably the host some days. You know how people be switching like job roles when they working. Like one day you the janitor, the next day you're like the babysitter. Whatever else it may be. Well, I'm gonna be switching roles. I'm gonna be running a drug cartel. I'm gonna be out there hoeing. Okay, one of the other.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it.
I'm gonna make it. Listen, I better, or I could be a minister. Which I know y'all thinking, Kyndra, you just talk about, cooter cats and peens, and now you want to be a minister. Please, man, sex is that. How y'all think y'all got here? Like, I don't like parents who want to act oblivious. Oh, you're having sex, Mama, 28, but why? Let me ask you something. You said you got 2 kids. Did you talk to them about the birds and the bees, or you just failed to talk to them about that?
Oh no, they know. I have a 9-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son, and both right around 7 years old. We were talking to them about the birds and the bees and how their bodies work. And whenever it comes up, we're talking about it. That's not a thing for me. I do not believe.
You adopt me? Well, let me tell you something. My mama only talked about my menstruation. She made me carry pads an entire year of my 7th grade year, but I didn't get my bless you. I didn't get my my period. I didn't get my period till like April 18th. I have a memory like an elephant. Honey, and I was so excited. First thing that came out of my mouth was, I can have babies now. Child, what the hell was wrong with me? Okay. Back to what I was saying. So my mom always said to me, she's like, Kyndra, make sure you tell me when you first get it. So I get home, I call her 3 times. She didn't pick up the phone. So I'm like, who can I call? I call my dad. I said, Dad. He's like, hey, Ken, you home from school now? I said, yes, Dad. He's like, okay. I said, Dad, I just got my period. Silence on the phone for 30 seconds. I'm pulling, you know how you think like somebody said something crazy or whatever, you pulling the phone back like right. Looking at it kind of like hello, is anybody there? Who you think you talking to? That should be an actual number line. Like when somebody talking to you crazy, somebody thinking that they can say whatever they want, pick up the phone and dial 770. Who the F do you think you talking to? All right. But no, I called my dad. I said, Dad, I got my period. He's like, and it was silence, and he said, okay, good. Did you clean yourself up? Yes. More silence. Okay, good. All right, bye, Dad. Bye, Ken. That was
it. I love it.
But my mother was like, why didn't you tell me? I said, Mama, you didn't pick up the phone. Well, I thought you were just telling me that you got home from work because she worked at a convenience store.
Right.
Like at a store or whatever at the time. So, I told everybody, right? My sister had told me, she's like, don't tell everybody. I'm like, I don't know the do's and don'ts with menstruation. Like, come on now. Nobody taught me. Just saying. Like, it took me a while to really get it down packed, but now I'm better. But what's so crazy is like, I have a special guest that's living in this house. This is, it's their unexpected special guest. And no, it's not Oprah. This is, no, far from it. Back to what I was saying. Anytime she gets her cycle, then I get mine. And anytime when I see a rapper in the trash bin, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm next. I
It's
feel it. I'm
coming. Yep.
next. I'm next.
Something
Like
something
you know
about, I don't
what?
know, our cycles. That's how our
Pheromones. It's called pheromones.
yeah, and we kind of, whenever you're living in a house with somebody, that's what happens. You kind of just, sync up. Everybody syncs up.
Did your mother did you start your mother's period? Because my mama told me I started her period. I'm like, I'm sorry, mama. I said, give me a hug. She's like, get away from me.
I don't know, because you know what? My mom actually didn't really ever talk about it. I mean, she told me about it, but she never really talked about when she had her period or not. So I didn't really know if I synced up with her or if I brought it on or whatever.
Got you.
Yeah.
And is your mother still living now?
My
All
mom
right. Did
is
she get
still
on your nerves
alive.
sometime?
My mom,
Good.
if I'm gonna be honest, doesn't everybody's mom get on their nerves sometimes?
But you got the cool moms. So here's my question: can you smoke a blunt with your mama or no?
No.
Can you have a drink with your mother?
Yes.
You know what's crazy? America is so brainwashed. They think smoking weed is worse than drinking alcohol.
Drinking, yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like, go get in a car and drive drunk and see what happens, or go get in a car and drive high. Like,
See which one works.
I mean, just saying, like, and then drunk people are annoying. Like, have you ever had to deal with a really annoying drunk person?
Yes.
Tell me a story.
Oh, maybe it was even me. I don't know. I mean, I've only been drunk a few times, because I didn't grow up drinking, really, and I started drinking till really after college. This is all a religious thing, and so the few times that I have been drunk, I realized that I'm a happy drunk. I'm very happy drunk. But I'm all over the place. Like, and I talk a mile a minute when I'm drunk. I'm just gone. I'm just really, so, but I remember when I turned 40 years old, so I called myself, having my sisters over. So I have my sister-in-law, my sister, cousin, my sister cousin, and me, and we're all there because we're gonna watch. We're gonna have some food. We're gonna have some drinks, and we're gonna watch Grease.
Okay, Grease.
Yes, because we're gonna sing along. And
I was gonna say, you gonna sing along and all that. Okay,
absolutely, we're gonna sing along. Girl, my sister-in-law called herself giving me a shot of tequila. And then she's like, and then I had white wine. The next thing I know, I'm throwing up.
That I was gonna say, that tequila turned you into Sheila.
Oh my God. I'm throwing up in the bathroom. My cousin's holding me back. She's like, it's okay. Did
you not eat any food prior to?
We were eating.
Oh.
We were eating food. My body was just not used to that, right? Like that was heavy for me, because I was just a one glass of wine girl, and really one glass of white wine girl. And if I had 2 glasses of wine, then I'm already like a little bit like this. So, the next thing I knew, she was like, it's okay. And she's rubbing my back and then passed out. And my dad was upstairs, because at the time I was married, but we were staying with my parents because we had just moved and back here. And my dad was upstairs because no boys were allowed, no men. Right. And I remember
what if they're your cousins? Still no men?
No men were allowed.
What bull crap is that?
No men.
Your parents were strict, man.
No. It wasn't them. It was us. We were like, we don't want no male energy here. We just want our energy.
Okay, got it.
So when we went upstairs, when he got home, and we were like, I said, Dad, you can't be here, because I was already a little drunk. I was like, Dad, you can't be here.
That's right,
and he's like, okay. I was like, no, Dad, you gotta go. He's like, okay. I'm gonna go in a minute. And he's coming in the house. I'm gonna go in a minute. No, Dad, you gotta go. Okay, no problem. So then he comes in, we go back downstairs because we're in the basement. We're in front of the TV and everything. And he said he waited like 10 minutes, and he didn't hear anything. We all passed out in front of the movie from our tequila shots and our white wine. Girl, it wasn't even 11 o'clock yet. So, you know.
Do you like that? Do you like that drunk sleep?
No, because then I woke up and I was like, what happened? And, you know, the show's going, everybody's sleeping. And I'm just like, because I passed out. So essentially, I just kind of popped up and I was like, all right, then. I went back to sleep.
Yo, that happened to me one time. I went to a Birthday Bash, which is are you familiar with Birthday Bash? It's a concert in Atlanta every year.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Okay, well, it came out in 95. Christopher Wallace, AKA, you know who Christopher Wallace is, right? Y'all don't know who Christopher Wallace is. Y'all better go Google. Back to what I was saying. I'm not going to tell y'all. Some things y'all should just know. Like, you know how kids like Michael Jackson, like, you don't even have to know, like, you can be a 1-year-old. 1-year-old's going to know Michael Jackson. They just come out the womb already knowing Michael Jackson.
It's true.
How the hell you know Michael Jackson? I'm telling you.
It's so true.
That's how player he was. That's how player he was. Rest in peace. Where were you when MJ had passed away?
Oh, we had just come here and I saw it. I saw it on Facebook here in Massachusetts. So we moved back to Massachusetts in 2007. Mm-hmm. And so we were actually still staying with my parents. Mm-hmm. And and I saw it on Facebook. I was like, I said to my husband, Michael Jackson died. He was like, what? I was like, Michael Jackson died. I'm like, like, then it was just kind of like so weird. We're like, no, we have to check it out because we just saw it on Facebook. So we have to go check it out somewhere else and see if it's true. And of course you turn on the television and that's all that was going on. We're like, oh man, wow.
I always wonder, like, when it came with celebrity deaths, who's the first person to leak it? Like, that's what I always wondered about celebrity deaths, you know, and it kind of makes me wonder, you know, but what's crazy is sometimes we know how TMZ is or any of those other trash type of, you know, whatever, they always are quick to release the information first and you don't find out till like after. It's like, how'd they get that information? That's like, how do you wake up how do you sleep at night knowing you are evil? I feel like there's some paparazzi out there. If you ever watched SpongeBob SquarePants, there was always a man who said, evil. That is honestly how these people are. This popular, you know what I'm trying to say. Pop-Tarts.
Listen, Pop-Tarts, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I'm just, so whose celebrity death has affected you the most thus far?
Oh, I think...
Like once you heard, you were like,
oh, that's really... so funny that you are interviewing me because I'm thinking I'm supposed to be interviewing you. But
we're having fun. We're bonding because I'm your new daughter.
We're bonding. I really think that I think a couple. So Chadwick Boseman last year definitely affected me quite a bit.
Of course.
But Philip Seymour Hoffman. Do you know Philip Seymour Hoffman?
No, and
he was an actor. And I really felt bad when he passed also. Yeah, that was a really tough one. And, you know, when John Lewis passed, I felt some kind of way.
A lot of people did as well.
I felt some kind of way because I just felt like, oh man, like it was the end of a very significant era in our history, you know? And, yeah, I felt that one deep. That one was deep.
I got you. I haven't.
What about you?
No celebrity death has really affected me. You know, I think I was upset when Nipsey Hussle passed, but I was upset with how it happened. Like,
yeah,
it reminds me of Ricky from Boys in the Hood. And
right.
Like, okay, can we say fictitious deaths as well? So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. It reminds me of Ricky. So I had, you know, I used to sneak and watch like R-rated movies. Honey, my parents are so. My mom was so like evangelistic. Let me tell you something about her. Okay, I was like Like, this is a few years ago. I was listening to Ludacris's Word of Mouth with headphones on. That's how brainwashed I was into thinking. Like, I don't want her to say nothing about it, honey. And I gave that album a standing ovation. Like, it was good. But no, what I was initially saying was like, when I saw that movie, Boys in the Hood, I kept. And at the end, it made me like really kind of confused again, because I'm like, why would he just sit there and pee? Like, I thought your adrenaline's supposed to be pumping. When your adrenaline's pumping, you ain't thinking about peeing. Like, I'm like, I kept wondering. So I had to go look at the comments. I'm so glad there are some wise adults with some higher IQs than me. Because, honey, I'd be sitting here asking questions all day long. People are like, Kyndra, stop with the damn questions. I'm like, well, if you don't ask, you won't ever know. Okay.
That's right.
People used to make fun of me for asking so many questions, right? And they, I had one of my teachers in elementary had wrote in my journal saying, with all those questions, you're gonna be a great interviewer one day. I was like, what's she trying to say? I read this as an adult. I felt like she was throwing shade at me. What was that woman's name? She was black. Look, black lady who taught me in elementary school. How dare you? I'm pointing a finger at you. How dare you? So, but no, like I said, it made me wonder about Ricky and why he, why did he sit there and take a pee? Why was he doing the scratch off? He actually, if you paid attention, when his eyes popped open, he actually won the scratch off. You ain't seen that movie in a while. I'm sorry, I'm the black person who just ruined it for you. Go look at the movie again.
No, anyway, it's okay. I have to go see it again. I've seen it before. I've seen it a couple of times.
Of course. But no, I was gonna say, like, the fact of the matter is, for him, he I kept wondering that, but then I realized his mother coddled him all the time. His mom she didn't prepare him for the real world.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna say the thing about with Nipsey, it's like how he got shot up in his, in his neighborhood. He tries to go back, how like it was just the person who shot him up. I was like, bro, why would you do that?
Why?
Like, come on now. And people, one thing about when you kill, you're not going to be able to live that down. Like, you might think it is, but you are honestly, it affects you. Let me tell you something. I hang out with pimps. I done hung out with some players, some killers, some stoners, some alcoholics, all this type of stuff. And people are like, Kyndra, why the hell do you do that? Because Jesus did the same thing. Why?
Right?
Are y'all too good to hang out with these people? I like talking to people with tattoos on their face. If I'm not paying attention, they'll be like, Kyndra, did you hear me? I was looking at that beautiful design. Tell me about it. Kyndra, we talk about this all the time. So I'm just saying. But yeah, celebrity death, like fictitious death. I think, I don't know. I haven't had no fictitious death that I really say that really, bothered me.
Right.
So. I have to probably go ahead and watch it again. But do you have a fictitious death that you're like kind of bothered you?
A fictitious death?
Yeah.
Like someone in a movie or a book or something? Huh. I can't think of any.
Yeah, I can't think of. I used to watch The Walking Dead, and a couple people, how they got killed off was like crazy. I was like, no, type of thing. There have been some scenes where I thought they were gonna get killed off. Remember in Menace to Society when they started that drive-by and she had to go shield that baby? I said, hurry up and get it. I'm that person. I'll be yelling at the screen. Like, I'm the person. I'll be clapping and jumping up and everything else.
Oh my gosh!
You do the same thing.
I'll talk to the screen. I'll talk. I'll just talk and talk and talk. That's something that my husband and I have had to work out, because in the beginning he would be like, shh, shh, shh. I'd be like, don't shush me. And we're talking.
I was going to say, you let that black side come out. I only allow that black side to come out when I'm by myself. But if I'm in the theater, I ain't going to sit here and be, like at your house, I'm not going to sit here quote line from line. Like, bro, like, watch it by yourself. Shut up. I got the closed captions. I ain't having you to do the closed captions, okay? Man, some bull crap. Anyway, that's my passions. Just to answer your question, that's my passions. Okay.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Because I mean, at some point, you're gonna have to probably bring me back for a part 2 because I this I don't want it to be like 4 hours long. Like we're part of a Lord of the Rings. Look, man, Lord of the Rings is so damn long. I took a nap. And I woke up and those niggas were still walking in the woods. I said, turn this long ass movie off. What the heck is this? I done woken up to The Color Purple as well. Like I was like, it was at the end. God's trying to tell me something. That's one of my number one.
Those are some movies. Good movies you're talking about, right?
All right, I'm gonna give you my top 5 favorite movies in no particular order because I got like 40 favorite movies.
Okay. Top 5.
No particular order. Lean on Me. I actually want to go to Patterson so I can go see Joe Clark's legendary bat in the Hall of Fame. I feel like it's somewhere, honey. Anyway.
You think it would be there, right? He just died.
I was just about to say that. You beat me to saying that.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay.
I kind of wanted to interview him. I watched one of his interviews on YouTube and I'm like, he's using so many big words. Like, I got a whole new vocabulary. Like,
did you have to go look them up in the dictionary or on Google?
I was too lazy. My brain started wandering off. So I probably did, but more than likely, no. But no, Lean on Me, Forrest Gump. Man, Forrest Gump did everything except cure cancer. He was chasing
everything.
He was chasing after that harlot, man. That's why I call myself Frederica Gump. Okay. Let's see. Bad Boys 1. I don't care for Bad Boys 2. That's a black film I don't really care for.
I like Bad Boys 1. Bad Boys 2, yeah. I haven't seen the latest one though.
I haven't either. You can just watch every movie on the internet now.
I know. I just don't have time for all of that.
I was gonna say you can be look, technology is making us so lazy where like the things that we used to do, they don't do it. Like I was in the MIA this week, honey. I was in the MIA. All right, and I saw a pay phone. I said, who can I call? Okay. That's what I was saying. So it was I broke my MIA virginity. But Ooh. Okay, so Forrest Gump, Bad Boys, Love and Basketball.
Yes.
So The Color Purple, Love and Basketball, Forrest Gump, Lean on Me, and Bad Boys. What are your top 5?
Nice. Well, we gotta do Love Jones.
Okay.
We gotta do my favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
We gotta do that. I also love Set It Off. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I really want to see it again.
You're probably gonna like denounce me as your play daughter, but Set It Off is one of the part of black films I don't care for. I know. Really? I don't care for that movie. I don't care for Boomerang. I don't care for.
I love Boomerang.
I don't care for Honey. I don't care for some of the Tyler Perry films. I'm
not into those too much.
I don't care for Superfly 2018 version. Like that's it. Oh, Friday, I don't really care for it. I know y'all gonna be upset with me, but I'm just saying. Okay, so give me your.
We're just gonna let the audience,
And listen, if y'all
direct their rage.
I was gonna say, don't y'all come in my DMs with no Rotten Tomatoes. Don't you throw at me in real life because I throw these hands. Run it up.
Yes.
So go ahead. Shawshank Redemption, Set It Off.
Shawshank Redemption, Set It Off. What was the first one that I said was now why'd I forget? Love Jones.
You know what's so crazy? We as black people, this is one thing I know about as black people. If we can't think of what it's called, we start stomping around and clapping and trying to figure out that's gonna actually bring it back to us. We as black people doing that. That's funny. Anyway, keep going.
That's too funny. So what else? Oh, Dirty Dancing.
I haven't seen that one. Wait, is that the one? Is that the one where that girl's like dating a grown man?
Yes, that's Patrick.
I've seen that one.
Yes. Why can't I think of his name?
You know what? I remember having a 14-year-old man. That's the old. I was 14. This man had to be his 20s or 30s, and he was trying to come on to me. That is the youngest I recall. I'm like, bro, you freaking pedophile.
Yes. I was walking down the street one day. I remember this very clearly with a friend. I was 14.
Okay, you're walking down with a friend.
I was walking down the street with a friend. We're just talking, talking, talking. This man's driving by. He stops his car and he says, "Hey, hey." And I'm like, and we're like, we both look over and he's like, "How old are you?" I was like,
What?
14. He's like, "Man, you gonna be fine when you grow up." I was like, "Thank you." He just kept driving and I was like,
Oh my gosh.
okay.
That just creeped me out.
I know.
Creeped me out.
I was just like, okay, I don't even know what to do with that. Like, you know.
But you didn't, other than that, you didn't have any other men like when you got a little older who were like way old and they try to come on to you, or
Much older men.
Yes.
I've had all ages try to come on to me.
What
And it got
have you
so
found
I got
a really fine old man? Did you like in your younger days?
Nah, I didn't.
I haven't either. I'm like, where they? You know what's crazy? The ones who are really fine, they're already shacked up with somebody. I'm like, why y'all keep? What about me? I would date an old man and he was fine. He ain't gonna get none of this cat. It's out of order until marriage. Okay.
There you go.
Did you wait? Did you wait? Did you wait until marriage, or you tried to wait until marriage, or you did?
No, remember I told you that I had that little thing happen before I was married. That little affair.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that thing magical?
It was my first.
I mean, but some women.
I'm telling all the tea right now. What's up with that?
You can ask me whatever you want. I'll tell you everything. 1% of women they like the first time, and then you have 99% of other women. They're like, it was terrible, but they tell me they're like, because I'm still a virgin. Woo woo, V gang. Okay. Anyway.
Are you really?
Yes, I am. I will show you my hymen.
Good for you.
I don't know if it's.
No, it's okay. I don't think we need to see all of that. It's okay.
Y'all could for a price. How much money y'all got? Come on, let your girl. Anyway, but no. So they were telling me, they said, Kyndra, they said the sex gets better like months down, not months or however much you're doing it. They say it does get better
later on.
Point. Later down the road, it gets better. But you have some people out there who are just terrible. Like, do you remember? I've had some bad people who gave bad head. I'll give you a story. Do bad at that, or some people who are bad at licking boobs. I'm like, bro, when you were getting breastfed, that was the first thing in your mouth. Like, how are you not good at this? Okay, so I remember this time, one guy. What was his name? We're gonna call him T. All right.
Okay.
So T, he wasn't attractive. All right. He was not attractive. He was short. He had a lot of variances against him, and he was broke. Like, didn't have a car. Like, bro, that's too many struggles. Pick one. Anyway. So T had ended up. He ended up trying to holler at me one day because I wore some shorts. I got these thunder thighs. Big thighs. You ain't got none. I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway, I got these thunder thighs, honey.
Yes.
And so with all that being said, he saw me and then he tried to holler at me, I think maybe a week later or whatever. I don't know. And he said something about, "Oh, can I give you head?" I'm like, "Of course, we're in college. This is like one of my fantasies, get some head in college." Sex, right? I done did a hand job in college. I got paid for that. So yeah, I was a prostitute. Anyway, so with that being said, well, I was a cheap prostitute as well. That's why I was a broke
You're
prostitute.
just trying to get through college.
With $20? What can I do with that? Anyway, so
you could get yourself a little Happy Meal.
Back to what I was saying. So he comes over and he's like, "Okay, are you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I'm ready." So I'm sitting here, and I think somehow I just lay down, and he's like, he gets on top of me. He's like, "Can you give me head back?" I said, "No, I don't do that." He's like, "Okay." I said, "That's right. Stay back down there." Like, come on now. How old are we? I'm gonna do it. Let me do it. Like, that's what real women do. Like, she likes you, now she gonna do it on command. You got some racist women in their marriages. I think that should be automatic grounds for divorce. Like, you are married now, you can suck your stuff out. Okay, what's wrong with y'all? Child, man, I'm just saying. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I'm laying there and I'm like, bro, this is not it's not feeling good. So I'm trying to think of a highlight reel so I can just shoot off, right? And I thought of a highlight reel. And I did, and I went to go masturbate, because I'm like, bro, you're
Right.
freaking terrible. And so I told him I wasn't, he wasn't good. But a lot of other women like me, Negro, everybody's body's different, man.
Everybody's different. And that's right.
I didn't like it. I had one guy who was like, "Oh, I want to just practice on you," and I'm like, "Bro, you're practicing, but you ain't getting no better. The heck?" I had one guy.
Oh my God.
I had one guy. Rick Ross was playing in the background. Rick Ross, really playing in the background. And so it starts to feel okay. I was like, okay, not too bad. But then he says in the middle, "Oh my gosh, this story's about to get crazy." Skirt, let me rewind back. Let me tell you the beginning of the story. So anyway, this guy, he was actually attractive. The old chocolate dude, about my height or whatever. Yes, honey. Yes, chocolate. Yeah, you got that white chocolate in your house. I like it. I
got white chocolate,
Yeah,
but I like me some dark chocolate too.
Why don't you be in a poly relationship? You want to have both?
No.
Don't answer that. I don't want you to get in trouble. Anyway. So anyway, he like I said, he was very, very attractive. One day he's a football player. I'm like, oh, I'm dating a football player, whatever.
Oh.
Let's rewind back. He sees me walk into I remember what I was wearing. I had a multicolored halter top dress, and he sees me walking into the little student meetup room, and he if you can see like the finger motion, I'm a dog. That's so disrespectful. Like next time I have a man do that, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flick the finger at them.
That's right.
Okay, like you don't do that. Like you don't be. You think I'm some type of animal? Well, right. I didn't know that at the time. I was 18.
Right. At the time, you're just kind of like, oh, he's calling me over.
So yeah, exactly. You know how stupid things, some things we think about when we get up, when we're young.
Yes.
So anyway, he ends up asking me to come over. So I lied to my mom saying, hey, I'm going to this girl named Malia's house. But it was a different one. I mean, I wasn't technically lying to M. I got the 2 M's right. So and the A is in there. Anyway, so I just went over there because she had, my mom had her friend in the room, and I knew for a fact I said, can I go to this boy's house? She's gonna say no. I knew she was gonna say no.
Right.
So anyway, I get over there, and all he kept saying was like, you so bad. I'm like, bro, like, did you not graduate from elementary school? What's up with like the 5 or 6 like words, man? He's like, you so fine or whatever. And then I brought a movie over. And so he had said to me, he ended up saying to me, can I show you something? And I was like, okay, it's fine. He's like, okay. So he turned on the light. I'm like, wait, I gotta use the restroom. I say, can I go in the restroom? Oh, the bathroom's dirty. How do you not know to clean up when a woman's coming over?
Right.
It's okay. So I went to the restroom, and I didn't want him to think I left him. So I left my DVD in the on the bed. So I didn't want him to think I was just leaving him. And so he says, are you coming back? I said, yeah, I just gotta find a bathroom first. I'm coming back. I pulled back up, and he had said to me, he's like, okay, can I show you something? I'm like, okay. So I lay down, he turns off the light, Rick Ross is on. This man gets bucket naked. I'm like, what you bucket naked for? So I'm laying there. I'm just laying there. And like he gets on top of me and he starts kissing me like on my neck. He's like, you gonna be my girlfriend? Starts kissing me. I said, what the heck? I've never told this story. This is an exclusive. This is yes, this is exclusive. Y'all getting the first. I've never told this story. I haven't told never told the story to nobody, but he was just on top of me, kissing me, asking me to be his girlfriend. I'm like, bro, like, that's not how you do it. You don't even know my name. The hell, who does that? So I just told him
Clearly
no.
Somebody does it.
I told him no, then he started giving me head, and then he's like, you gonna give me head back in the midst of him trying. I was like, no, he's like, I can't do that. He's like, okay. And so I said, I've never done that. He's like, oh, okay. And then he said, and I was telling the truth. At that point, I didn't do that.
Right.
So I said, okay. This is on Labor Day. This was Labor Day. And so he's like, come on, you gonna jack me off? I got blue balls. And his penis was small. I'm like, good grief, sir. You're black. What the heck? That's a stereotype. You know how many black people are already out there who got
stereotype.
I'm just saying that's a stereotype, honey. Back to what I was saying. So he's like, can you jack me off? I got blue balls. I'm like thinking, yeah, I'm scared, man, blue balls. Anyway, so he skied out. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. Because he just seemed like he was too aggressive in the wrong manner. I felt like I felt like he was trying to put his little thing in me. I said, what are you? I was like, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, I didn't do
right.
Don't be caring, man. And no protection whatsoever. Was he trying to shoot my club up? What the? And I didn't hear back from him. I saw him again one time. And I ain't seen him since.
Wow. You are too much. So tell me something. You are wanting to be a comedian. Like you want. This is where you want to go. Correct?
It'd be nice. I think, when we were talking about passions, I think number one is definitely the radio and television. Comedy just comes, when it comes, in a sense.
Okay, so what do you want to do on radio and television?
Have my own TV show. I like.
Okay.
I want to, be like Steve Harvey. Modify my life.
Okay.
Like Steve Harvey. He has been popping since the 90s. So he was on Showtime.
Yep.
The Apollo. He did the Steve Harvey show, which you had. Met Cedric the Entertainer, all that. He has his radio show. Yeah. He has he's got his radio show and books out. Like this man is doing it. So that's my goal right there. Okay.
So what do you find to be the biggest obstacle to your dreams? If you find it,
not being patient enough, because I want that instant gratification, but I know that means I'm gonna have to open up a butt or a mouth wide, to get that. I'm not slutting myself out. Come on now, I don't want it that bad,
Right.
So people not wanting to give you a chance.
Right. And why? What are some of the reasons that you feel they're not wanting to give you a chance?
I feel like they don't want to give me a chance because of the fact like they don't want me to do better than them. It's a lot of jealousy if you think about it within, us as people. Like, have you ever had that jealous friend that you had to cut off eventually?
Well, I know.
Really? I like you. That's amazing. I'm saying people don't want to help you out. They don't want to, give you a chance. I'm like, bro, like, come on now. I'm every woman. I started thinking about that song. But anyway, it's like why don't you want to give me a chance? But you look at that like God has something better for you. Right.
So you're just
And then people want to pay, they want to charge you for everything. You're an interviewer. Why are you paying me to do your job, man? Just saying, don't you charge? Listen, are you that broke? What did I tell you guys earlier? The airport is always hiring, man. This airport's hiring. Get a new job. It's like you got like it reminds me of stylists. Like I know some stylists be with the deposit fees and none of the refundable fees, and if you don't tell me I love you fee, like all these bull crap type fees. Man. I had one girl, she wanted to make up her own deposit rules. I said, I'm coming to your house and I'm bringing my product. Why are you still charging me extra? Well, it's I need some extra money. God, like, come on.
What?
Go strip if you have to. Okay, you got boobs. Somebody just motorboat. You know what? I love getting my chest motorboated. You ever had you look like you got speed bump type tits. Have you ever had your chest motorboated?
I have not, but I have lost my breasts. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay.
I want to hug you.
I'm all good. Okay. It's all right. I mean, it's just a thing, I've gotten used to it. I don't have to wear a bra.
That is, you don't have that. Listen, you ain't got that under boob sweat or nothing.
I don't have none of that. So
wait, I have a question. This might be funny or offensive, but this is the best part about comedy. Listen, just say it, depending on how you have, if you got dark humor. Okay, so you know those cartoons where they have boys and they have like the little dots as like men, like nipple pecs or something?
Right.
Like those this are your is your chest, does it look like that, or you can still like somebody can just lick their mouth across and you're gonna feel a sensation?
No, I don't even have nipples. Like I have nothing. Like I only have scars right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you can
Yeah.
add this out if you want. Can I please see it then? I'll show you mine and you show me yours. Okay, all right. Moving on with the next question.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, well, I'll show you mine then. Anyway, well, you know, I always want to be like Girls Gone Wild. You just lift the shirt up, you know, and stuff like that. Especially if somebody has a sunroof, I can just stand up and woo!
That's hilarious.
Okay.
No, that's too funny. You are too much. Oh my goodness. So tell me, how did you find Diversity Dish? Because you came to me and then I looked at your stuff. I was like, I want to talk to this lady. So
you know, I was out there, you know, running the street, and you came up on me. You were jogging one day. That's how I came. No, do you jog? You look like a jogger. Like you just.
I don't like to jog. Actually, I like to. I can walk. I haven't walked enough, but I'm a walker. I can walk for miles, but I don't like to run.
Got you. My mother loves to run. Running is even something like you don't. But no, I found you off the top Black podcast app. Not app. On Instagram, they shout you out.
For
top
real?
Black podcast. Yes, honey.
I
you
did
got
not
people
know
looking.
that.
Listen, you got people looking at you. Okay, I heard you got
cool.
like, I'm telling you got like 30,000 listeners. So
I don't think that's true, but that would be fantastic. But you know what?
I knocked on wood.
We're gonna put it out in the universe and see, you know, what comes back, because it might multiply and come back.
300,000. Listen, once I'm on your show, somebody's gonna hear this. Either a crackhead or a pigeon. It's gonna fly to a crackhead, and then guess what? You know, crackheads be flying too, honey. What's the craziest thing you ever seen with a crackhead?
I don't know that I've ever really seen a crackhead.
You live in the hood. No, you don't. You too bougie for that. You it's like you hood bougie. Okay, it look like you know how to be black, but you calmed that down since you went to go get with white chocolate.
You know, I'm from New York.
What part of New York?
I'm from Queens. I'm from Queens.
So wait,
Queens
did you see Nas around?
Nas, no. You know who's my time and who we did used to see running from people because he used to get beat up all the time because they were jealous. Because they were jealous, like you said, it was a lot of jealousy. But LL Cool J.
Okay.
You know who LL Cool J is?
Of course, I know. I just thought about this tabloid story one time I heard, but I'm not gonna say it. Anyway,
Don't say it.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
But he is someone, yeah, we used to see him all the time. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to my girls about it because I was just, you know, I have some girlfriends that are from high school and we were just talking. Oh, I remember that story.
Now everybody's gonna be like, what they talk about? Just go Google.
I know, right? Go Google LL Cool J.
There it is. But you know what? Don't be surprised. A lot of them are. Anyway.
You know.
What do you want? You want mine or her or his? Okay. Pick a butt. Mine or his. I'm saying, many, like, what's up with these? Like, why is society okay for women to be accepted as bisexual, but men cannot be?
Right, but not men. Yeah, there are double standards for all kinds of things, right? And they favor
a
both
bisexual
sides.
guy, or you're like, no, you still, just honestly, would you date a bisexual guy? I wouldn't.
I don't know if I would.
I wouldn't.
But then you know what? It really wouldn't. I don't know that matters so much, because if he's decided to commit to me, it's like a heterosexual man. If he's decided to commit to me, then he's not going to be looking around. You know what I mean?
So we hope not. We hope, because you know,
right, but whether he's you know heterosexual or bisexual really doesn't matter, because if he's committed to me, then he's really not looking around. It's like, but you know, it's just that his view is wider. he can go, men or female. But if he's looking at me, then then why should I be concerned? You
No,
know?
you convinced me. That's why you're my mother. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sometimes we fail to understand that we project a lot of things that we've been taught rather than take a step back and go, well, why does that have to bother me, or why does that have to affect me adversely? Like, I don't understand why people have problems with transgender people. I don't know why they have problem with gay people. I don't know
I
why.
don't know why either, because I think all deep down, all of us have just a tad bit of gay in us. Like it might be yours, might be
We were exactly we are
20,000% 1.0
right.
one. Everybody has a little bit of gay. Why do you think you have men out there? Think about it like this. You have men out there who be like, man, he's so ugly. I'm like, did you just judge him? Isn't that, you're judging him. You see if he looks
Yes
or not. That's
right.
gay.
So we have a bit of, yes, we're, I say all the time. Just the other night, I said to my husband, you know what? I think that I have I think that Priyanka Chopra is one of my girl crushes. And he was just like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, did you see her? He was like, yeah, she looks good. So I've been watching, oh my goodness. Now my words escape me.
Go ahead, start snapping again. Go ahead, start snapping.
Oh, Quantico. See, there it goes.
Okay. See, it works. It
works. I've been watching Quantico, and she's the lead actress in Quantico. Priyanka Chopra. She is beautiful. And so she's like one of my girl crushes, right? Because there are other women that I find very attractive.
Of course. Me too.
I mean,
I'm going to give you my top 5. Oh. Christina Milian. Christina Milian probably was the first woman, like, when I was a kid, I was like, this woman is beautiful. Like,
who is that? I don't know who that is.
Christina Milian. She dated Nick Cannon. Are you familiar with Nick Cannon?
I am familiar with him.
So I'll send you the list of the names. Erykah Badu.
Yes.
It's just something about her, like, that just draws you into her. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Jill Scott.
Yes.
I want to say Nia Long.
Nia Long is a beautiful woman.
Like, there's some people who are just extremely good looking. I'm like, what island did you get off of? Because there's not a lot of really attractive looking people, like really attractive looking people walking around. They can't all come from an island. And number 5, I'll go with Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray.
Like just amazing. Like,
yes.
Like, just amazing. Or Megan Good, or Lauren London, so.
Right.
Have you met any of your girl crushes?
I have not. No, I haven't. But, so I feel as though, the ability to simply know, you just have to know yourself and not be concerned about them. I mean, if I get hit on by a woman, I am just as flattered as if I get hit on by a man. What's the craziest
like pickup line you ever had from a woman?
I don't think I've had a pickup line from a woman. I know that I've been checked out by women for sure, and I think women are a little bit more subtle than men. Like they'll come up to you and they'll just look you, or they'll get really close and stuff like that. But not
these women don't be doing that to me. I'm just saying they're so far away. They don't be rubbing my butt like they washing dishes.
No, I didn't say all of that. But I just think that people need to know themselves. I was thinking about this the other day because I was talking to my son about this, because my son, he's 14 years old, but he has friends he has gay friends, he has bi friends, he has all kinds of friends, and he don't think nothing of it. And I said to him, you know what? You're a lot like your dad, and you're a lot like your uncle, who's my brother. And I say, because they know who they are. And I think that you know who you are. Therefore, you don't get bothered by being around just anybody, right? Being friendly with anybody, because you already know that just because someone's gay doesn't mean that they want you, right?
I wish you. That's why you should have been my mom, because somebody taught me this. I didn't learn this until I became older. Because I kept thinking like girls be like, "Oh yeah, Kyndra, I like women." I'm like, ooh, maybe we could do something, right? My little free spirited days and stuff like that. You don't know me very well, honey. They're like, "No, Kyndra, I don't like you." Like I was like, "What?"
Right.
Y'all keep calling me juicy and grabbing on my butt, like you know you want this.
Right. But it's not, and it's not like that. This is why it bothers me so much when people are like, well, we can't have transgender people going into the female bathroom or the men's bathroom, or because you think that everybody wants you and they don't want you. They're not even bothered with you. They just want to go to the bathroom. Can they just go pee where they feel comfortable peeing? That's my thing, right? They don't want your children. They are not, one does not equate to the other. You heterosexual men, we should be concerned about, because they tend to be the pedophiles, right? But you thinking, oh, he's gay, he's gonna want my kid. He's transgender, she's transgender, he's transgender, they're gonna want my kid. These are stories that are put into people's heads to make them fear what is different. Just like they put fear and stories into people's heads to fear Black people. Look what happened yesterday. Now we don't even have to go there, but okay. So the fear that they put into people. So they put fear into people's heads about people who are from the Middle East. They put fear into people's heads about all kinds of things. And so if you allow those fears to take root, there's something wrong with you. You're the problem, because if you don't step back and consider and analyze these things, then you're going to make the wrong decisions based on somebody else's fear or somebody else's input into your brain. So, I'm just like, we're all here to find our way, is what I think. We're all here to find our way. So
have you found your purpose in life?
This is my purpose. Yes, I am. I'm a equity, inclusion, diversity, and social justice consultant and coach. And I believe that
very long name, and I do not know what any of that was. What do you do? Okay.
I'm a consultant. I help. So if I make it shorter for you, I work with businesses to help them cultivate or create cultures that are inclusive and equitable so that they can attract more diversity. Okay. That's basically what I do.
Got you. Okay. Thank you for breaking that down, because I was like, what in the world?
Yes, because I think that when you start a business or you start a company, if you can start with equity, equity meaning giving each person that you hire what they need in order to succeed. If you start with that type of a culture and you are truly open to people's opinions and ideas when you start that company and you grow it that way, that is how we create policy from the beginning that is not discriminatory, right? From the beginning, you grow it that way and the company will grow that way. So, that's my mission in life, to get these stories out and to also get these companies doing these things.
Yes, guys, I'm giving applause. Y'all better be clapping in the background too. I've had so much fun on here.
I've had so much fun with you, Kyndra. I mean,
this is a great start to the new year. Am I your
Yes?
Am I your first guest of the new year?
You were almost my first guest for the new
year. Hold on. How you doing to me? How dare you?
I had someone this morning. I was like, and you know what? I just accepted, like they contacted me as well, and I looked over their stuff and I was like, yeah, great. So I sent them the information just as I sent you, and they sent everything back and they were like, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I was like, tomorrow? And that doesn't usually happen. Usually it's like people have, a few weeks down the line. But yeah, so it was this morning.
That's okay.
So
I'm the first comedian. I'm the first comedian. How
you
about
are my first comedian.
And I'm the first dreadlock sister.
You are.
Yes, honey.
Yes, you are that too.
The first one. I knew they didn't have no dreads. My dreads told me they didn't have no dreads. Okay. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So tell everybody where they can find you and how they can, connect with you.
Okay, first off, I'm not gonna give y'all my Facebook information because I don't know how the hell y'all be finding me. Okay, I don't give a fee nuck. Okay, if we have one mutual friend, 5 mutual friends in common, guess what? Decline. All right, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. So Instagram is Idolized Dynasty, and that's spelled I, D as in David, OLIZ, E as in Echo, DY, N as in Nancy, AS, T as in Tom, Y, so IDO. LIZE DYNASTY. I'm on YouTube as well. So far, I got 1.29K subscribers. I need you all to please look, all 50,000 of these listeners. Okay, all right. Y'all better go subscribe to me. You better make a channel. Okay, so this is what I need for y'all to do. Okay,
I'm gonna put your information in the show notes. Don't you worry about it.
Okay, you better. All right, you better. It's Kyndra Crump, so it's KYN as in Nancy DRA, and then space CR as in rump, because I got a fat one. M as in Mary, P as in Paul. It's KYNDRA CRUMP, and yeah, I'm just posting podcasts on there, skits. I mean, guys, it's never a dull moment in my life. Okay, so that's why, and I pray and I thank God every day. I say, God, thank you for having crazy events in my life. It makes great material, with your help. That's all I'd say.
That's right.
Yeah, and remember, guys, make sure you try cocaine because crack is whack. I'm out.
Before we sign off of this, I want you to tell me, because this is Diversity Dish and this is what I do. What is your favorite dish?
I was gonna say penis, but anyway.
I should have known.
No, I like pasta dishes.
Okay.
They're really good. They're really, really good.
They
I really like pasta. That's why I'm so thicker than Snicker over here. Anyway, yeah, pasta dishes. That's pretty much it. I want to ask you, how did you come up with your name for your show?
Diversity Dish?
Uh-huh.
So when we talk about dishing, we're dishing on something. Honestly, it was my family. So I had a name that I wanted to do, and it was already taken. So I went to my family chat, because we have a family chat on WhatsApp, all my cousins and everybody.
What's that? Wait, how come? Wait, do you have family from in other? Is your heritage dating back to any other countries or so?
Yes, my parents are from Haiti, so I'm first generation Haitian American.
Okay.
And so my mom had 7 sisters. And so all of those siblings, all of those children, my first cousins and I were all really close because they were all sisters. And so we have a family chat. We're always chatting back and forth and stuff. So I was like, my name is taken and I need to have a name because I need to get going because I want to release on this day. And my uncle, who is on there, he came up with that name. He put that name in and I was like, I think I really like that name because there's so many different ways you can play with the name Diversity Dish. And so that's how I got that name. Right. And I'm loving it. And I am loving it.
You like the McDonald's theme song. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. Okay, well, thank you again, good sis. Peace and blessings upon you. Peace and blessings upon you.
Thank you so much for being here. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you.
All right. Be good.
Hey, did you enjoy that episode? If so, please be sure to subscribe, download, rate, review, and share. It would also mean the world to me if you became a patron over at Patreon. The information is in the show notes. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.